Hi everyone, this is Sam Create the Heart, and today we're going to be making a box card. You can make one of these just using your scoreboard as well as some cardstock and some adhesive, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Today I'm going to be using the subscription box from Not Too Shabby Shop. I'm going to be using the Hummingbird Flutters paper as well as the the ephemera and the stamp set. And then afterwards, I'm going to show you an example using the sweet beads. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you're going to need is one piece of cardstock that measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Then you're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 5 1/4 by 1 and 8 1/4 by 2. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to get out your scoreboard, and we're going to do some simple scoring. So on the 8 1/4 by 2 piece, you're going to go ahead and you're going to score at 1 inch and 2 inches. Then you're going to flip it around and you're going to score at 1 inch and 2 inches. And so you're going to go ahead and fold all your score lines in. You can see you're getting your box. And then your other piece that measures 5 1/4 by 1, you're going to score at 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. And then you're going to flip it around and you're going to score at 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. And now your scoring is done. Go ahead and put that aside. And you're going to go ahead and fold all of those in. Okay, and on the outside pieces of both, this is where you're going to put your tape. So go ahead and put your tape on both end score lines. So it'll be 1/4 inch, the last 1/4 inch on this side. And on this one, it's going to be the 1 inch side. So if you have 1 inch tape or 1/2 inch tape, you know, I am just using this 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to put it there and here, and it sticks pretty well. And then you're going to do it on the other side as well. You'll put your tape here and here. Now on the smaller piece, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover this piece. So this measures, it is, I think, what is it? 7/8 by 4 1/8. And you're just going to go ahead and cover that because that will just be easier to cover it now. So go ahead and just cover that. Oh, we're out of tape, so we're going to have to use something else now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover this. Okay, now we're ready. So get your 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put one side of this down. To the bottom and to the side. Okay, now you're going to open it up and you're going to put this side, but near the top. So you have the line right here. You're going to put it here at the top, right there. Now you could put multiple layers, I guess, but for me, it just is easier just doing the one. And so there you go, like that. So that fits in like that. Press that down. Okay, you're going to kind of see how that's going to go. Now this part's a little bit tricky, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this side, making sure it's measured down. And so this is going to enable you to actually fold your card and put it in an envelope. So, okay, so you kind of have to get this one kind of out of the way a little bit. It has to go in after, otherwise it just won't work for you. Okay, and that goes there. Okay, and then there's that front part of your box. Now you've got this piece in here. So this piece is the little bit trickier one. So you kind of have to just peel your tape off. And then you're going to have to kind of fold it in and kind of finagle it to fit right here. And you just kind of squeeze that in and then pop it out and you are good to go. There it is. That is how you do it. So now this piece right here is just going to fit right in here, and this piece measures 3 by 4 1/8. So I'm going to just use glue, I guess, for this. Oh, for this side. So we'll just do glue. And that goes right here. Now, if I want to, go ahead and put this down here. All right, so there we go. Now I want to go ahead and I want to do a tiny bit of stamping. So I've got my Miss C. I'm going to go ahead and stick this piece down. This piece is for the front right here. It measures, let's see, 1 7/8 by 4 1/8. And so I'm going to get my stamp out. So what I'm going to do is I'll get my stamp out. So for this, I'm going to use this flower. And I'm going to go ahead and put the flower there. And then I'm going to do the You Are Amazing, because I do like that sentiment. And I put that right here. And get this out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and we are going to stamp this. Now, did I bring an ink pad? I swear that I grabbed an ink pad, but maybe I didn't. I've got one right here. Oh, here. I'll use my Hero Arts. So go ahead and ink it up. And press down. And that looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and press it down again. Okay, so we've got, I just have a little stick mat in here, but you know, you don't. Okay. Go ahead and we will put our stamps away. I clean them later. And okay, so we've got that stamped just over this. It's the back side of, oops, I did it in backwards. It's the back side of the paper that we use for the top. And so it's nice and light. And you can do that right there. Okay, so now this is going to fit right in the front right here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that part on. And then I'm going to show you how we get a little floating bird. Okay, so let's just press this down. Need a little bit more glue. Okay, so there's that. Now we've got our, we're going to use these two little pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. This is a leaf that comes in the collection, and I'm just going to pop that right here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this piece down here. So on the little inside piece that we created. And we're going to put that right here. Okay, let that kind of sit there. Now we've got a little piece of acetate. So the acetate is, I don't know, a little bit more than ½ an inch. I don't think it's an inch. So just a little piece of acetate. And what we're going to do is we are going to put a piece right here at the top. And we're going to stick our, I think I was going to put it on that side. Oh, well. Let's do a different bird because this one's going to be facing the wrong way. So, I mean, I don't think it really matters, but I like my birds to be facing the right way. Okay, because I kind of screwed that up, but that's okay. We'll do that bird. Okay, so now we've got our bird, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick our bird like that. Okay. Now we want to be able to put our bird right here so it's kind of floating. So what we have a couple options of how we can do it in the front, we do it in the back. So we're going to put some tape on the bottom of this thing. And you kind of have to eyeball, you know, how high you want it to go because you can just kind of clip it to make it shorter. If it's, you know, too tall or whatever, and you just kind of decide where you want your bird. I want my bird to come down a little bit more. Okay, so this one I actually need to cut, it looks like, because I learned from my mistakes. I want this bird to be, oops, something's going to follow me. I want my bird to be a little bit lower because I want it to fit in an A2 size envelope. So I'm going to go ahead and, all right, now we're going to go ahead and fit that down. Okay. Okay. And there we go. So here is our card. Isn't that cute? And now we can do the test to see if it fits in an envelope. So here's the box card, and then we pop and it fits right in an envelope. So isn't that fun? I just think it's so fun. So it pops up like that. Okay, so here are the cards, and let me show you what I made using the Sweet Bees line. So this is a little honey store. So it's like a little, like they're at the counter inside the store, and you've got, it says honey right here. I used these letters from Lawn Fawn. I think they're called Henry's Alphabet. And I used the Sweet Bees paper and the ephemera, and I think I used the Be Happy is from the stamp set. And so I just did the box card, and then for the top, I basically did the same thing that I did for the inside. I measured it relatively the same. I think it's 1/4 of an inch or bigger. So I think it's 1.5 by 5 1/4, and then I scored each side at 1 1/4 and 1/2. And then I used my scallop punch on the bottom to kind of give it that kind of awning type look. And then I put my letters that say honey on there. And then I have my little honey girl sitting on here, and a little jar of honey like on a counter. And so it's like, to me, it's like the inside of a store. You're looking in the store, or you're at the counter. But I really love how that came out. So this is a really, really fun project. Hope that you guys make it. Thank you so much for watching. This is Cindy with Crayons of Heart.